Anyway, you know what game I can play? That's a good transition. You know what? I'm sticking with it. I just need to... Where's the game? There it is.
はフィクションです。登場する人物名、団体名、地名、設定などはすべて架空のものであり、実在するものとは一切関係ありません。ゆずソフト。天使創造リブート。
Were you gonna say a catch on how I die? No, I was going to relate it back to the short. But, you know, it wouldn't be very, it wouldn't be a very good joke. But, either way, last time we played through this game, we got through we got through quite a bit, right? We got through all of the awkward moments between Amane and Riku, when Amane realized how much she loved Riku, and blah blah blah, and how she, you know, did some things in his bedroom that he was awake to. Are you only playing for 30 minutes? No. What? But, you know, when Riku woke up and heard all of those sounds, well, yeah, let's just say, Amane caught him awake, and she was so embarrassed, she swapped bodies with Viz. And, well, they were swapped bodies for a bit. And Viz was like, listen, you gotta sort this shit out, or else you're gonna have to stay embarrassed forever, because I can't stay in your body for any longer. Anyway, peace out. She disappears. Amane gets control of her body again, and she runs the fuck away. Great. Now we can relate it back to the things that happened in their childhood, as in, unlike under the slide or wherever the fuck she was hiding when she was a kid, she just sits on a bench because the playground that she used to hide in is gone and replaced with field. So unlucky. But either way, at that bench they confessed. Oh, well, Amane did. And Riku was very iffy about it, just like how Kakeru was very iffy about it in 9-9. And then we did the Sora method of determining whether you're in love with Amane. Exactly. By fucking and having your picture taken. So, you know, there were some awkward moments for me as the streamer as well, because they made a lot of sounds. A lot of kissing sounds that I did not want to have heard, especially because I don't know how lenient Twitch is in terms of sexual themes. You know, I was pushing it a lot with Nekopara Volume 3, and even then I was trying to blaze through that part, and by that part, well, you know what I mean. If you've, oh, well, no, it was Volume 2. You know what I mean about Volume 2 if you've watched my playthrough or played through it yourself, on the all ages version specifically. But either way, Yusuf loves their kissing scenes. Yeah, I gather that. It's just, well, there was that other part. They kind of fucked it up a bit with the all ages version, where they, instead of cropping Amane's nude sprite, they completely got rid of it, except for her face. So, unlike Noah's route, where they just cropped above the chest, there wasn't... Amane didn't have a body. The cursed sprite, yeah. So, you know, let's hope that doesn't happen again. So, yeah. Either way, there's enough rambling on. Let's, don the appropriate attire. Alright. I didn't get to wear this during Hollow Knight Silk Song, and I didn't have the appropriate attire during it either. But now I do. For Angelic Chaos. Thanks to the hydrate in the stretch. And, let's get into it, shall we? Amane and I are siblings, and now we're also a couple. Let's just hope Amane doesn't have the same mentality as Sora does in terms of how she actually wants to be addressed. With the whole convoluted shit of, oh, I want to stay sister and brother because those are forever titles compared to girlfriend and boyfriend, which are temporary. But the situation is the same as we laid out that night. We can't tell others about our relationship. No shit. We can't seek understanding or acceptance. And we crossed the line knowing this very well. Imposing our decision on others like that would be incredibly selfish on our part. Thus, our everyday lives haven't changed very much, even after that. Hey.
あら、おはよう。おはよう、リク。すぐに朝ごはんの準備をするよ。
Huh? Oh, you're fine. I can take care of it. They're gonna have to keep up with their banter between each other, but you know, they have to say it in a way where they won't catch on that the banter between the two has been slightly changed. But, you know, there's gonna be a problem.
気にしなくていいよ。
Because it's kind of hard to it's kind of hard for Amane to keep calling Riku a syscon when she herself is a brocon a lot more than he is a syscon, but you know, she says, walking over to the kitchen, it makes me feel a little weird, but I guess I don't have to cook every morning. I guess I'll let her take care of it. Actually, aren't you late for work?
今日は土曜日でしょうが。
Oh, is it? I kind of lose track of what day it is lately.
これだから夏休みの学生は。ああ、羨ましい。
Yeah, that's definitely the reason why he lost track of time. Huh? Where's Dad?
あの人は休日出勤。仕事が忙しいみたい。最近帰ってくるのも少し遅いし。
Well, he's working hard for the family.
私はちゃんといたわってるわよ。むしろいたわってないのはあんたたちでしょ
う。Yeah, sorry. I'm definitely thankful to them for working so hard, and so that I don't have to work so hard. And I feel a little sting of pain in my chest thinking we're keeping such a huge secret from them. It's definitely a secret that should never be let out. But this is something we can't come clean about, especially to them. It's our secret to bear. Yeah, unlike in Riddle Joker, where, you know... Why am I blanking on the main character's name? Where the main character eventually does come out and confesses to his dad that he is dating Nanami. In this instance, Amane and Riku are actually siblings. Satoru, yeah, Satoru and Nanami aren't actually siblings, unlike in, unlike Riku and Amane. So he can't really come out and say anything to Yuzuki or his dad. Especially his dad. That's what we decided on together. Yeah, I'm thankful. The only reason we can enjoy our vacation is because you two work hard to support us. I really appreciate how hard you work, even if it doesn't show sometimes.
そう?まあ、そう言われて悪い気はしないわね。でも。
And you know the other thing? Riku can't even tell Noah that his problem with his peanuts is fixed. Because she would also get suspicious as to how that worked. How he was able to get over that.
そういう感謝の意をたまにはお父さんにも伝えなさい。
How he was able to
きっと
fix
喜ぶ
that.
わよ。
Shut up. Well, he'd probably be happier to hear it from Amane.
あんたから言っても喜ぶわよ。確かに天音を溺愛してるけど、リクが可愛くないってわけじゃないんだから。
I highly doubt that. I know, but he really spoils her too much sometimes. I remember when she begged a little, and he got her that gaming PC the next day. It was a $5,000 gaming PC. And when I wanted a computer, he looked at me like I flushed his coffee beans down the drain.
あれに関しては、私も文句言ってるんだけどね。思春期の愛娘に嫌われたくない男親の悲しきさがってやつかしら。
You complained to him, but that didn't change the fact that Riku did not get a PC that day. He got Amane's fucking hand-me-downs.
まあでも家計から出てるわけじゃないし、強く文句も言えないのよね。あの人が頑張って稼いでくれてるからこんな風に暮らせてるわけだし、お金の使い方まで縛るのはね。
It's not like I'm asking to get the same spending money Amane gets, but I guess it'd be nice if he showed some of that affection to me too.
感謝の言葉とともに言ってみれば、一年に一度くらいは天音みたいな扱いをしてくれるんじゃない？
What, like on my birthday?
おはよう。
I'm sure now that Riku and Amane are dating, right? Amane can convince her dad to do some things for Riku, you know?
おはよう、天音。
あれ？仕事行かなくていいの？
No, you made the same mistake as Riku did.
どいつもこいつも。
っていうか、なんか私の話してた？
別にあんたの話ってわけじゃないけど。
Just about how dad can't stop spoiling you.
まあでもほら、しょうがなくない？お兄みたいな不愛想の笑顔より私みたいな可愛い笑顔の方がお父さんも見たいだろうし。えへ？
That smug smile of yours really pisses me off though.
お兄もさ、普段からもっと愛想よくすればいいのに。
Leave me alone.
ご飯の準備できたよ。あ、食べる。
That's mine. It's our usual everyday morning until I get to my room and...
お兄好き。
This is how it's gonna be from now on, isn't it? Amane gets in and hugs me from behind. I'm amazed at how quickly she changed her attitude and tone towards me.
ごめんね、お兄。さっきは生意気なこと言っちゃったけど、いきなり態度を変えるのも変かと思って。
I know that. And you being cheeky and smug is nothing new.
お兄、生意気な方が好き？
No, you're really cute when you have that nice bright smile on your face. I really like people who always have a smile on their face. For example...
つまり、私？やだ、照れる。お兄の褒め方遠回しすぎ。お兄って恥ずかしがり屋だよね。
Objectively speaking, Kohibari would be more in line with what I described. Yeah, but I'm doing her route last, so unlucky. I guess Amane getting on my nerves will never change. But now I find even even that's sort of adorable. Maybe realizing my feelings for her has made me notice things I didn't know I felt before. Not that I'd blurt any of this out just to ruin the mood, mind you.
何？どうかした？
It's nothing. You're definitely my number one, but only after a different number one.
は？1番 ?2 番がいるってこと？
Don't get all defensive now. I'm just talking about friends. There's Mum and Dad and Noah, then our classmates and stuff. Yeah, but, you know, Noah was the previous number one. You know other people than me too, like Mikuni and your classmates, right?
少なくとも異性の友達はいないもん。そういう意味で言うとさ、お兄って結構ハーレムだよね。
Well, that's because he's the main character of a visual novel. If Amane was the main character of the visual novel, it'd be a reverse harem.
ノアちゃんいるし、くるみ先輩も、かぐやさんやオリエさんも、あとふみかさんとか。周囲の誘惑が多すぎる。
Too many temptations. And yet he still chose you, so I don't know why you're getting jealous over them. Fumika's my teacher. Don't put her in that bag. Don't put her in that bag, would you? What? Don't put her in that bag, would you? What? Never mind. Okay, chill out. You're the only woman who's important to me. You're the only one I'll ever protect. And also his mum, but, you know... What else do you want me to say?
もう一回言って。
You're the only one for me. Hey, you know what he hasn't said yet? He hasn't said he loves her. Oh, well, in this scene. Her mood lights up, and she starts nibbling on my neck playfully. That doesn't sound like playful. That doesn't sound playful. Whoa, you could be really clingy, huh?
ごめん。痛い？
Dating his sister but talking about dating his teacher is just ridiculous. Yeah, it's you know. Why would he ever want to date an older woman? No, but how long are you gonna keep biting me?
もうちょい。
Especially in an area that other people could see.
ほら、お兄が他の女に籠絡とかされないようにさ、マーキング？キスマークつけちゃおう。
Hey, stop that. We'll be in trouble if someone notices a bite mark on my neck.
嘘、冗談だってば。そうじゃなくって。
Well,
脱
no.
力画面だ。
A hickey isn't a bite mark, alright? It looks closer to bruising than a bite.
なんかこれ、落ち着くんだよね。最近ちょっと歯がムズムズしてたような感じがあって。
You still have your baby teeth or something, little brat? Uh-oh. Ow, you're biting too hard. Sorry, I didn't mean that.
そのクソガキの体であれだけ見事に勃起しといてよく言えるね。
You don't need to point that out. I'm, deeply ashamed of my words and deeds. Deeply ashamed of my words and deeds.
ザーコ。
Oh shit, she's gone back to calling him Zako.
っていうか、今後もお兄を勃起させるために必要なことなんだよ。これは。
What do you mean?
必要なのは甘噛みじゃなくて吸血なんだけどね。
You must mean the whole Diablo influence thing, right? There's no doubt I got an erection from Mane that night. But ever since, I haven't had morning wood at all. Not that I remember, at least. I chalked it up to me just being thoroughly satisfied after coming 3 times in a row that night we had sex. That's what I kept telling myself, but I guess it's just not the case. So the problem isn't solved yet, it seems. Maybe the reason things have calmed down since summer break started lies with Amani as well. She's been drinking my blood, so Diablo's mana has decreased. Maybe that's the reason we haven't had unwelcome visitors from the other world. I guess.
何かの折にいきなり大量に減らすより、毎日ちょっとずつ吸血した方がいいんだって。
See, the problem with that explanation is that it doesn't really fit with Noah's route. Yeah, I think it'd kill me if you drained all my blood one day. And you'd probably get a hangover. Or
ってことで、吸血していい？
or just drunk, you know? The thing that happens before you're hungover? Sure, considering the whole Diablo thing, I think it'd be better if you did. But are you gonna be fine? I know it's just a little bit, but you're still taking in the mana every day. Is it not gonna make you sick at some point?
あ、それは平気だと思う。気をつけなきゃならないこととか別に忠告されてないし。
Alright, go ahead then.
うん。それじゃあ、
Her faint breathing tickles my neck, and then a familiar stinging pain hits me. This is also going to be noticeable. The room goes silent, and all that fills my head is the light clicking of her throat. If they saw us like this, I'm sure our parents would sit us down for a talk. Or maybe I'm just worrying too much. No. I think they'd do more than just talking. Even so, it'd be better to keep these sorts of displays private. I turn my attention to the room's door, trying to listen for anyone approaching from the outside. And as I do so, the feeling that we're doing something wrong grows more intense. Okay, you need to... That tickles.
舐めておいた方が傷も早く治るんだから。
If all they do is sit you down for a talk, I'd say you got off easy. Correct. I wouldn't be surprised if the dad started beating the shit out of Riku if they caught him with Amane. Is that a vampire thing?
みたいだよ。で、お兄の方は平気？
Well, I pat myself to make sure everything is in its place. I don't notice anything unusual. I stretch out my shoulders and neck, but I don't feel any pain or discomfort. I'm feeling fine.
そっか。それじゃあ、おにっぽの方はどうなのかにゃー？
Bro cock. So you've got Mass Broation from Michael T. Cupid, and now you've got Bro cock from Angelic Chaos. She also said little, but you know, don't start, idiot. She slides her hand down my legs, but I gently brush it away. Dad's not home, but Mum's down there.
ちゅー。まあ、それはわかる。バレにつながるようなアピールはすべきじゃない。私もさ、わかってはいるんだよ。でも、外でイチャイチャできないし、休日も我慢するってなるとさ。平日だけでしょ？しかも夏休みが終わったら夕方だけだし。覚悟はしてたつもりだった。でも実際にこういう経験をすると想像よりも辛いんだなーって。
I decided to make Amane happy myself, and yet, if this is how things have to be, will I end up hurting her instead?
あ、違うよ。ごめんね。お兄を責めるつもりはないんだよ。
You're right. Some break is supposed to be special, and we just started dating. We have to go out and make some memories.
いいの？
It's summer, so we could go to the beach. You've only worn your new swimsuit the one time, right?
嬉しいけど、でも、可能性は低くても、知り合いに会うってことも。
Well, that doesn't change the fact that Noah's going to see you every time you two decide to go out on a date, so I don't see a problem.
絶対に知り合いのいない遠くの海に行くって話でもないよね。
I know, but honestly, would it be that weird for siblings to go to the beach together?
一般的ではないでしょう。家族みんなでならまだしも、私とお兄の年くらいだとさ。
The answer is yes, it would be weird if no one else other than you and your sibling are at the beach. And by no one else, I mean the family. If the rest of the family isn't at the beach as well. Yeah, it would be more unusual if we went with friends. More natural if we went with friends. If someone happened to see us and decided to spread rumors, it'd be really bad for us. And the worst part is, the rumors would be true.
でも、海に行くのはいいかもね。
Huh?
二人でじゃなくてさ、もう一回みんなで。ほら、どのみちノアちゃんはお兄から離れるわけにはいかないんだし。下手に二人っきりになろうとすればするほど難しくなるような気がして。みんなで海に行ってさ、とにかく思い出を作るっていうのもありかなって。
Yeah, you have a point. And even last time, we had some alone time. Even last time, we had some alone time when we wanted it. Though either way, I don't think we'll be able to have sex on the beach. No shit. But we'll still be able to make memories together.
そうだ、いっそ泊まりとか。
We'll be able to make CG together. What?
そう、午前中に向こうに着いたとしてもさ、夕方に帰るってなると割とバタバタするでしょ。それにさ、泊まりの方がお兄と二人のチャンスも増えそうだし。
Well, I better call everyone and see if they're available.
まあそうだね。夏休みだからって引きこもっているのはもったいない。
Imagine he called Noah instead of fucking messaging her. I mean, instead of going to her room.
それに僕の使命はリクを守ることだ。リクから離れるわけにはいかないからね。だから、僕も一緒に行こう。
So like, Noah's gonna catch them, right? I feel like this would be a very obvious. I feel like this is a very natural progression in their relationship. Noah's gonna walk in on Riku and Amane doing some stuff, right? It's a lot harder to imagine the parents walking in, right? Like when Yuzuki walked in on Noah and Riku, but Noah walking in on them is definitely something I could imagine. So like, how's she gonna react?
構わないわよ。今のところは他に要件もないし。しかし、泊まりですか。あら？何か問題になるようなことあったかしら。
I hear some stuff. Don't worry about it. I'm very excited for today. I don't know why I'm bringing this up now. I should have brought it up before, but you know, all that whole night stuff. But new Genshin patch, new region, fucking Nod Cry is finally coming out. You would think she would, yeah, right? She's got to, right? She's gotta catch them doing stuff, right? Like not sex. That's not That's not what Noah and Riku got caught doing by Yuzuki, but like, you know, sleeping in bed together or something like that. Sleeping in bed together naked, like with, or something like that. It would be very surprising if Yuzuki walked in on them. But I don't think they're going to do that because the concept of a blood-related brother and sister dating and the consequences of those things are something I don't think Ubisoft wants to tackle. You know? They slightly did it with the whole Riku being conflicted about dating Amane until he had sex with her, and now he's no longer conflicted. They're just trying to keep it a secret. But I don't think they're going to go further than that. But who knows? The problem is there's only one CG left for Amane's route, and I think the beach, there's going to be a beach CG, that's going to be the last CG of the game. Or who knows? I don't know how long there is left of the game, of the route. I don't think there's 5 hours worth of route left, but who knows? You'd never know. Anyway, the audio is back to normal. So let's keep going.
何をおっしゃっているのです。部屋です。姫様が宿泊するともなれば、それなりの部屋を用意しなければ。
Sakusaku is great for a story about the consequences of being caught, as is Yoshigano Sora. Yeah. But Yoshigano Sora is exclusively about the incest, right? There's no other route other than the dating your sister one.
確かスイートルームと言うんでしたか。今すぐそちらを押さえねば。
With Sakusaku, I mean, we'll get to that one eventually, right? I have Sakusaku, so I'll be playing that eventually.
行くめっちゃ行く。どこまでも行く。
There are other routes too in it. Oh. The sister is jealous in the other routes. I was thinking more of the anime. Thankfully, everyone seemed really eager to go to the beach again.
天使創造リブート。
今日よね。確か泊まりで海に行くのって。
すまない。僕の分まで出してもらって。
いいわよ、これくらい。ノアちゃんにはアマネとリクがお世話になってるんだし。
The anime had the other routes too. It's been a while. I don't remember. The only thing I remember is the incest, alright? That's the main thing people remember about Yoshigano Sora though.
みんなで遊びに行くのなら保護者として当然のことよ。
ありがとう。
楽しんでらっしゃいな。こっちのことは気にせず。せっかくだから私とお父さんも美味しいものでも食べてこようっと。夕食を作らなくてもいい日なんてめったにないしね。
Thanks, Mom.
どういたしまして。それじゃ私は行ってくるから戸締まりだけはしっかりとね。
いってらっしゃい。しかし本当にいいんだろうか。
By far the best route for the drama. I mean, obviously. They're blood-related siblings, and unlike Angelic Chaos, which I don't think they'd go down, Yoshigano Sora actually tackles that consequence of siblings falling in love with each other. It's cool. Our parents really like you. I'm sure they don't mind doing something nice for you every once in a while. I think it'll be a nice experience for you. And just make sure to thank them honestly.
そっか。わかった。では、甘えさせてもらおう。
Anyway, I'll go wake up Amane for now. Oh, wake up Amane now. Or wake Amane up now. There's still time until we have to leave, but we need to have breakfast first. The fan just expands on the story after they get caught. I see. There's a good chance Amane isn't close to being ready. Amane, I'm coming in.
あ、まだ返事してないのに。
Ah, I see. The cursed sprite is back. When I enter the room, I find her in the middle of changing clothes. In the middle of her changing sprites. Oh no. Huh, I didn't expect you to be awake.
そりゃあね、言い出した私が遅れるわけにはいかないし。っていうか、なんで堂々と入ってきてるの？
She's very boxy now, you know. Well, I might as well take in the nice sight. I wish I could too, but I'm playing through the all ages version.
お兄って本当にエッチだよね。
What? Am I not allowed to appreciate my girlfriend's naked body? No. If you're not allowed to, I'm not allowed to. I mean, if I'm not allowed to, you're not allowed to. Other way around. Flip it around.
すっかり開き直っちゃって。
You can put on some clothes if you hate it so much.
見られて困るわけではないし。
Let's just hope that Noah doesn't walk in on Amane and Riku while they're doing this.
でもダメだよ。変なことしてたら遅刻しちゃうから。
I know. Noah will probably come check if we take too long too. Well, good thing you're up already. Do you have everything ready?
もちろん。忘れ物がないよう昨日の夜のうちに確認済み。
This is going to be a common occurrence, isn't it? And the problem is, I don't think I'd be able to change. If I had Amane's naked sprite, I would be able to, you know, crop out the titties so that you could have an actual sprite, but I don't think I'd be able to change the files. Good. I'll be downstairs. Get ready and don't go back to sleep.
待った鬼。いつもの吸血終わらせておこうよ。
Oh, good idea. Actually, why don't you put on some clothes first?
邪魔した本人が言う？どうせ嬉しいくせに。
Well, I would rather see your sprite than the boxes that contain them. Of course, this is heaven.
開き直りすぎでしょ。
We have breakfast together shortly after. And once ready, we leave the house. We decide to meet at the station just like last time.
やっほー、来たよ。いやー、お誘いいただきまして誠にありがとうございます。
I just hope that the naked sprites not existing is not a common occurrence. Right? I hope that in the other routes when they show the naked sprite, it's just the same sprite but cut off. Alright, so it's just a floating ephemeral body. But at least the titties aren't there, and at least the sprite is shown. Let's just hope with Amane it's an exception.
いえ、こちらこそ急に誘ったりしてすみません。全然気にしないでいいよ。誘ってもらえて本当に嬉しいんだから。しかも泊まり。
I think it's only Amane's. Thank God.
特にあまねちゃんに誘ってもらえたのがとっても嬉しい。仲良くなれたって証拠だもんね。
But are you saying you've played through the all ages version? even though there wasn't a reason for you to. Because I don't think the game actually came out on Steam before it was taken down. So outside of manually removing the adult files, there was no other way to play the all ages version.
何？いえ、別に。
I don't know what she's feeling. I feel guilty for using them as camouflage, so we can get some alone time when it's met with some honest joy. When it's met with such honest joy. No, but I've seen someone else play through it. I enjoy watching others play VNs. After all, well, yeah, you're watching me play through it. I hope you weren't busy with anything. Was it? Here's the thing, right? The only other person I've seen play through Angelic Chaos is Beast. Actually, I don't know if he did play. Did he play through Angelic Chaos? He played through Kakanuke, right? It's
全然平気。っていうか。
Hang on.
そんなに言われると、なんか来てほしくなかったみたいなんですけど。
You did, yes. Okay, there you go. Well, no. I don't know if he play. Here's the thing, right? He's playing through. He's recording the game, right? He's not streaming it, so he doesn't have a reason to play through the all ages version, right? I don't know. It'd be weird if he. It'd be weird for him to. But then again, I also like playing through the all ages versions, even for games off stream. Because, well, you saw with 9-9 that there were some sprites that they had to change, and some of the CGs they had to add clothes to. That made it a lot easier for me to, you know, he's lazy about editing, so he played through some of it using the all ages version. Okay, good. He's just like me. He's just like me for real. I did. I'm really thankful you came. But we know you have a lot of friends. I was wondering if you had plans with Shiraishi or Kinoshita or something.
タイミングが良かった。
Fuck.
ついこの前遊んだところだったから。
I hit my fucking mic.
今日明日はちょうど空いてたんだよね。宿題でもしようかと思ってたところ。
Huh? Are we not going the... are we not getting in the way of that?
大丈夫だってば。誘ってもらった時に2日空けなきゃって速攻で終わらせたから。
Whoa, that's something. Right, I almost forgot how good her grades are. Well, that's the thing about Kurumi. She's very smart academically, but you wouldn't catch that from how she acts in real life. In real life, how she acts outside of school, how she acts outside of tests. Never mind. And I've heard she can do that just by paying attention in class with minimal studying at home. That's one hell of a noggin she has if she's able to focus like that.
ごめんなさい。待たせたかしら。もう皆さん揃っていたのですね。遅れてしまって申し訳ありません。遅れたというほどでもないよ。なんにせよ揃ったんだから。そんじゃま、行きますか。
This is our second trip to the beach this year, and coincidentally, this is we have been. This is the second time we've been to the beach, and this is also the second time we've seen the backs of Nanami and Chisaki. Fuck. Yeah, that's the name. They're also at the beach for the second time. What a coincidence. There's definitely more people than last time we came, and the sun's beating down on us. with even more force. Though, strangely enough, I feel quite content despite the heat. Normally I would probably complain about it endlessly. But having found a girlfriend and being together with her here, it makes it seem like such a small thing. I guess love really does change your perspective on life.
でも意外だったな。海に誘ってもらえるなんて。
Yeah, but it doesn't change the fact that Kurumi's swimsuit still looks like my mom's.
いや、もちろん嬉しいんだけどさ。あまねちゃん、暑いのも人混みも苦手っぽかったし。誘ってもらえるとしても、ゲームとか、もっと人の少ないところだと思ってたから。ああ、基本的にはくるみ先輩の言う通りなんですけどね。でもやっぱ夏といえば海かなって。いつもはずっと家にこもってましたけど、今年はこれまでとは違うこともありましたし、夏の思い出も欲しいかなって。ね、お兄。
Yeah, I like that idea. We have Noah, Kaguya, and Orie now. And you're our friend now too, Kohibari. It'd be a waste of a good summer just staying in our rooms all day. Going out every day would be too exhausting, but making memories isn't bad in and of itself.
そうだね。せっかくの夏休み、普段できないことをしてかないとね。にしても、僕たちまで泊まっていいのかい？スイートルームだっけ？
Suite room. I thought a suite was a... Wait, no, I thought a suite was multiple rooms.
構わないわよ。一泊するだけなのに、あんなだだっ広い部屋を占有してもしょうがない。それに割り勘って言うんでしょ？みんなで出し合って泊まるんだから遠慮する必要もないわよ。
I mean, a hotel room technically has multiple rooms, but it's still called a hotel room, so never mind.
姫様、いいじゃない。ちょうど5人で泊まれる部屋だったんだから。
But like, a suite is more than just the bedroom and the bathroom. No, never mind. Most of the people going to the beach live around the area. It's not some special tourist attraction that people come from other prefectures to visit a lot. Though there's a hotel within walking distance, I wouldn't call it a luxury establishment or anything. They do have some suites to accommodate families, but they're well priced, all things considered. If we split it between 5, it's not that different from renting a normal room.
織江だってみんなと一緒が嫌というわけではないんでしょ？それは、はい。嫌などというつもりは一切ありません。いえ、今更ですね。気にしないでください。僕たちはそれでいいけど、すまない、リク。僕たちが一緒の部屋なのに、リクは一人になってしまって。
Oh, don't worry about it.
私はリクと一緒の部屋に泊まることも全然構わないんだけど。
I'm sure Riku wouldn't mind either, but Amane would. So...
いけません。万が一のことを考えると。谷風さんが別の意味で魔王化するかもしれません。
Riku has his own room, I know where this is going. Here's my problem, right? And it has nothing to do with the visual novel, because here's the thing. I brought this up before, where I read a visual novel where the main character and his sister start dating, right? It's the only manga I've ever read where it's actually blood-related siblings, right? And there is an entire scene where they get caught, you know, doing couple stuff, by their friends, and in the manga, it is also at a it's at a beach house or whatever, right? And their excuse is that they're cousins. Now here's the problem. Later on, right, in the series, their friends find out that they aren't actually cousins. And, well, shit hits the fan. Now here's the problem. There's no excuse in Angelic Chaos that Riku has if they ever get caught by their friends. Because Amane, and because everyone knows that Amane and Riku are siblings. Now, they could go down the... Well, no, I was going to say they could go down the 9-9 route, where Noah and Miyako both realize that, you know, that Kakeru did some stuff with his sister, and they both tried to justify it with, oh, you aren't actually blood related, until he, you know, confessed that they were actually blood related. So, you say you know where this is going. The problem is, I can't think of any other possibility as to where this is going other than me referencing back to the manga that I read, where there was a similar situation of this happening. I get it. I don't want to stay in the same room with you. I don't want to stay in the same room as you all either. I'd just make things awkward. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in checking out the suite room at all. Though it's true that it'll be easier to relax on my own. Most VNs just blow it off, as it's not our place to tell you what to do. Right. I mean, as big of a cop-out as that is, it's like the main focus of the visual novel isn't the conflict of the blood-related siblings dating each other, right? Because in most visual novels, it's just one route out of many. So why make the conflict in the sibling route more complex than it needs to be? Even though this could all easily be thrown out the window, right? There doesn't need to be any conflict if you just make them cousins or step siblings, right? That's what Riddle Joker did when, you know, when they're like, it's kind of weird that you're dating your sister, but you're technically not blood related, so I guess it's fine. Speaking of Riddle Joker, where is Satoru, Nanami? Why are you with Chisaki? And I wouldn't want anyone to hear me snoring.
なに？お兄もしかして寂しい？妹が一緒に寝てあげようか？
No thanks. I'd rather not.
ま、何かあったら部屋まで来てちょうだい。それくらいのことなら、織江も問題ないでしょ？はい、それでしたら問題はありませんが。
There's another thing I could think of how the scenario is going. If Riku gets his own room, that means possibly Amane late at night, right? While everyone else is asleep, Amane sneaks in to Riku's room and they do stuff together. And, you know, she stays in his room until they get caught sleeping together. Or, coincidentally, someone else also wakes up and has to go to the bathroom or whatever, right? I don't know. It's another. It's still another cliche thing that you see, where, you know, two people are together, but they want to keep it a secret from their friends, but then they eventually get caught when they're doing stuff together because another friend is fucking going to the bathroom or whatever, and you know, is confused as to why Amane is not in the room and goes to investigate. You think she's going to wait for night to do you? Well, I mean, she did seem pretty desperate she did seem pretty desperate last scene, so who knows. Fuck, I keep bumping into the mic.
まあまあ、どのみちあの部屋の上限は5人だし、絶対に2部屋に分かれることになったんだから、ここは一つ谷風くんに甘えさせてもらおうよ。
All I know is that it's going to be pretty comedic when they get caught.
それよりもみんなで遊ぼうよ。そういえば、オリエ？
Because it's not an if they get caught, it's a when, because they'll obviously get caught.
あなた、着替えるのが早かったみたいだけど、ちゃんと日焼け止めを塗ってるの？いいえ、どうせ脱ぐことはないでしょうから。ダメよ、そんなの。万が一ということもあるでしょうし。
Now, does Orie... Well, first I should ask, do they go to the beach in Orie's route?
前回もあなた、なんだかんだで上着を脱ぐこともあったでしょ？あれは特殊な状況だったと言いますか。
And my second thing is, if they do go to the beach, does Orie actually have a swimsuit under her jacket?
その特殊が起きないという保証はないでしょ？ほら、塗ってあげるから。姫様？
Never mind, I don't think I have to wait.
素早く塗ってしまわないとね。くるみも手伝ってくれる？
It's white, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Well, Kaguya just answered my question.
はいさ、お任せ。
Not the first question, but I don't think that matters anymore.
いや、二人してそんな。オリエ、隠しちゃダメよ。濡れなくなっちゃうから。
What do you mean by that?
そうそう、じっとして。じっとしてればすぐに終わるからね。
This is something for sure. It's already apparent when they wear their uniforms, but I try not to think of it. But looking at their swimsuits, it's really hard for your eyes not to wonder. Amane's literally right next to you, Riku. Maybe you should stop staring so hard. Those two really are something, and Orie isn't too far behind either. She's nowhere as big as those two, but she's pretty well endowed compared to the average. The three of them huddle up together around the struggling Orie. The motions of their jiggling boobs is strangely hypnotic in a sense.
何やらハレンチなことを考えている顔だ。
Well, I was hoping Amane would comment on it, but Noah beat her to the punch. Don't even start.
いいや、今お兄は何かハレンチなことを考えてた。そんな顔してた。
Yeah, Riku. Why were you staring at Kurumi and Kaguya's tits when you could have been staring at Amane's? She's just as big. Maybe a bit smaller, but, you know, still bigger than Orie. I think. You're just imagining things. Assuming isn't nice. I'm not lying to her. I was just enjoying the scene unfolding in front of me. It's not like I'm gonna try anything. Not in her route, at least. Or at least, that's the excuse I would normally use. But I can see that won't work. While I have no desire to cheat, I was still ogling ogling other women.
ほら、いつまでもあの3人を見てないで、場所取り行くよ。
Yeah, I know. Thank God she didn't say ogle me instead. We proceed to enjoy our time at the beach. We're only staying in the hotel for one night, so I left most of my stuff back in the room. I just brought a towel to mark our spot on the beach. Since the hotel is pretty close by, I can come and go in my swimsuit. It might be a bit of a problem if I waltz in there all soaked, but I should be fine if I wait to get dry a little. Well, that's what the towel is for, to dry you off. Don't tell me you only brought one towel, and you already placed it on the beach, so now it's covered in sand, and now you don't have another towel to dry yourself off if you want to go back to the hotel. Not very good foresight there. So today, I don't have to carry our stuff around all day, so I can walk around a little more. That said, I don't really feel like walking around too much under the blistering sun. In the end, I simply lay around on the beach while watching everyone have fun.
ああ、またハレンチなこと考えてる顔だ。
No, if he was having dirty thoughts, we would be seeing the sprites of the girls he's having dirty thoughts about, alright? I am not. I was just spacing out this time.
今回は？じゃあやっぱりさっきはハレンチなこと考えてたんだ。
That's not what I said. But, well, I wasn't really thinking of anything. I just kind of stared without thinking.
おっぱい好き？
Obviously. Yeah.
この流れで素直に認めるか、この野郎。
I can't lie about that.
ちゅー。でもさ、おにー。揉めない巨乳より揉める美乳だと思わない？
Excuse me? What? Are you a genius?
世の中には日を追う者は一致も得ずって言葉もあるんだから、揉めない巨乳を求めて美乳まで揉めなくなっても知らないよ。
Is that a threat? I really don't think you need to be so afraid. I've said it again and again. You're the only woman in this world I want to be happy. I want to make happy with. I want to make happy. I don't know where the with came from.
くそー。こんなのわざとらしいって分かってるのに。分かってるのに嬉しくなっちゃうとか。私ってばちょろすぎ。
Don't do anything in public, alright? I'm the same way. So, you're perfect. We're perfect for each other. I love you, Amane. There he goes. He finally said it.
私も好き。だけど。
But, like, either have to say it in public. What is it? Are you okay?
悔しい。ここが外でなかったら、お兄に抱きついてる。
So if we weren't in public, I could enjoy her beautiful boobs right now. Yeah, if only you weren't staring at other women's tits. If I said that right now, she'd probably call me disgusting or something, I feel like. No, because she's also a pervert. So like, you know. But I think she'd still let me feel them up anyway. Actually, you can be pretty jealous, huh? You think?
はあ？お兄何言ってんの？
Did the interaction you have with her last time not give it away?
当たり前じゃん。好きな人のことなんだから嫉妬くらいするでしょ、普通。
I mean, yeah. But I thought you were more, open-minded and stuff. You didn't used to be so protective, did you?
これまでは、お兄のことを諦めなきゃいけないと思ってたから。言っとくけど私、同担拒否なタイプだから。
I never expected you to. She did threaten to do self-destructive things if I didn't give her attention.
でも今は違うし、これが私。お兄の中のイメージと違ってた？
Just a little. Doesn't mean I don't like it though. I know it can be pretty slow, so I'm happy you feel comfortable speaking up if I do something you don't like.
にしても二人っきりになるって結構難しいもんだね。
Yeah, that's why you should wait until they're all asleep and you can sneak into his room and then get caught by someone who's going to the bathroom or getting a glass of water from the fridge or from the kitchen. I mean, like in other series, really. We're alone now. We wouldn't be able to talk like this otherwise.
そうだけど、そうじゃなくて、イチャイチャするのが難しいって話。
Not much we can do about that, to be honest. If we disappeared out of nowhere, I think they'd get worried rather than suspicious.
それはそうなんだけど、海じゃない方が良かったのかな。
I'm fine with this. Well, not totally. At the very least, I'm glad we came here. I'm really happy I get to see you in your swimsuit again. Though last time, I just saw her as my sister. Looking at her from a new perspective like this is making me kind of excited. Actually, that swimsuit is pretty risque, isn't it?
そう？
Yeah, really? I mean, sure, it's a two-piece, but like... Especially that string part below the fabric. I didn't think he would bring it up, but... You know what? Sure.
お兄さ、マジで紐にこだわりすぎ。
The man loves strings. He loves when it accentuates the plump, alright? That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. Other guys will start staring if you wear stuff like that.
それって嫉妬だよね。お兄も人のこと言えないじゃん。
Yeah, I think I might be kind of possessive too. I don't want other men staring at my girlfriend, because I love you.
そうやってさ、いきなり照れるなんて卑怯。そんな風に言ってもらえると嬉しくなるじゃん。
Is it that bad?
なんかさ、私ばっかりお兄が好きなんじゃないかって思ってたから。
Why would you think that?
なんとなく私ばっかり動揺してる気がするからかな。
That's not true. I'm pretty nervous too. I really do love you too.
やっぱりダメだ。そんな嬉しいこと言われたらさらに独占したくなっちゃうじゃん。
Where is Noah during this whole conversation? Let's hope that none of the other girls are close by. You know, I'd like that too. But it's kind of hard right now. If the two of us disappeared somewhere to get intimate, everyone would get worried. And it'd probably get to the point where we couldn't lie our way out of it.
こうなったら仕方ないか。
What are you doing? What? Hang on a minute. What?
内緒。
Right. Worried.
私かき氷買ってくる。
Huh? Oh, I'll go with you.
いいよ、お兄はここにいて。むしろここから動くの禁止。
I don't have a good feeling about this. Why?
普段の私たちのことを考えると、どっちかが買いに行く方が自然でしょ。
Right. Okay, you go.
了解。じゃあ行ってくる。
Okay. I nod and Amane heads off. On the way, she calls out to Noah and Kohibari to accompany her.
ノアちゃん、くるみ先輩、海の家行きません？かき氷が食べたくって。かき氷？ いいね、行こう。のーちゃんは味はどうするの？
そうだね。ブルーハワイにしておこうか。ブルーハワイ。その名前からはどんな味なのか想像もできない。気になる。
確かに想像できないよね。でもまあ、かき氷のシロップって味は全部一緒なんだけどね。
Yeah, her worldview has completely shattered.
知らなかった？かき氷のシロップって香料と色が違うだけで味は同じらしいよ。
僕は前回確かにイチゴとメロンの味を。
私も全然同じじゃないと思うんだけどね。これはガチらしい。
なんと、そんな、よもやそんなことが。
だから別々のかき氷を注文して味をシェアして改めて確かめてみよう。
Well, no, if you're trying to do a blind taste test to see if they taste the same, you can't look at you can't know what color it is, or else you'll associate the colors with those flavors. It looks like Amane is managing to keep it cool. That makes it harder for me to try to get her what? Get more of her time. Sure. All I can do is sit here and wait. It probably won't take long for her to come back, but still, I feel strangely uneasy. This is bad. I can't be getting all restless as soon as she walks away for a moment. Maybe I'm more like her than I thought. I'm definitely feeling that strong urge to keep her all to myself. I guess we're siblings that grew up together, so it's not strange that we have some things in common. Look at the horizon. I look at the horizon as I ponder upon these feelings. After a while, the sound of quick footsteps on the sand brings me back to reality.
谷風くん大変！あまねちゃんが怪我しちゃって。
What? How?
驚かせてごめん。怪我って言っても足をひねっただけなんだけどね。本人は大したことないって言ってはいるんだけど、なんかうまく立ち上がれないみたいで。
Okay. I should go just in case.
ごめん、お兄。
Don't worry about me. How are you feeling?
足の方はひどくないと思う。ただ、ちょっとクラクラして。
もしかしたら熱中症かな。なんせこの日差しだし。
その場合はどうするんだっけ？
Ah. Okay. So Amane twisted her ankle. That means she has to be taken back to the hotel room. And Riku, being the man, can take her back to the hotel room. And then they have an excuse to be alone together. Genius. Make sure she stays hydrated and rests in a cool place for now, probably. Let's get you to the hotel room. There's AC and a bed for you to rest in there.
それがいいだろうね。早速運んだ方が良さそうだ。
I'll take care of that.
悪いけどよろしくお願いします。
No worries.
ごめんね、ノアちゃん。くるみ先輩も楽しい雰囲気に水を差してしまって。
そんなことは気にしないでいいよ。
そうだ。まずは自分の体を心配した方がいい。僕も一緒に行くよ。
いい、そこまでしてもらうほどじゃないって。
Yeah, that ruined the plan if someone else came along.
涼しい部屋で休めば全然問題ないし、お兄がいれば事足りるってば。まあ、 運ぶのは谷風くん一人で十分か。
そうです。だから全然気にしないでください。私のせいで二人の時間を奪うのも申し訳ないですし、せっかくの海なのに。
What about what about my time, huh?
お兄はいいの。どのみち浜辺でぼーっとしてるだけなんだしさ。
Well, yeah, I can't deny that. Alright. It's kind of my job to look after my sister anyway. I can take care of putting her to bed on my own. You two go and have fun.
うん。気を使ってもらうのは申し訳ないから。そういうことなら、わかったよ。
Yeah, let's hope they don't get suspicious.
でも、飲み物くらいはあった方がいいよね。すぐに買ってくるから。
Let's hope that none of the girls need to get something from the hotel room when they do stuff, when they're in the middle of doing stuff.
僕も行こう。
Are you sure you're okay? You don't need to push yourself.
無理はしてない。大したことないのも本当だよ。一瞬立ちくらみはしたけど、足も全然ひどいものじゃないから、それに関しては本当に心配いらないよ。
Alright, if you say so.
でも、一応ホテルに戻って休みたいかも。
Yeah? It is pretty hot out here. That's a good idea.
あと、おんぶしてほしいかも。また倒れたりしたら大変だし。
Yeah, I don't mind. Go ahead. I crash down for her, and she presses herself against my back without a moment of hesitation.
よろしくお願いします。
Yeah, alright.
お待たせ。とりあえずお茶とスポドリと、まあ、いろいろ。
Thanks.
何かあればすぐに知らせてくれ。
Yeah, will do. We'll get back to the hotel room. Back to the hotel. Just assume we're fine if I don't call, okay? Yeah, don't walk in on us, alright? Don't go back to the hotel room anytime soon, alright?
わかった。
Also, please tell Kaguya and Orie for us.
すみません。それじゃあちょっと休憩してきますね。
ちゃんとしっかり休んでね。
はい。ありがとうございます。
See you later. And so I carry Amane on my back to the hotel. Oh, I forgot to get the key to the suite room.
お兄の部屋がいい。
You sure? Huh? Why?
狭い方がエアコンの効きも良さそうだから。
Well, I don't really mind. I take Amane to my room just as she asked. I'll put you down. There.
ありがとう、お兄。
She looks weird without the hat. That's all I'm gonna say. How's your leg? Does it hurt?
あ、そっちは全然平気。さっき言った通り、ひねったってほどじゃないから。
That's good. Do you still feel lightheaded?
そっちも心配してもらうほどではないかな。立ちくらみもあの時だけで、それ以降にはないかな。多分。
Go to his room, no need to explain away the smell afterwards. Yeah, you know. Riku was just feeling... never mind. I can't even use that joke because everyone still thinks that Riku can't get it up. So I can't even say, Riku just got a bit horny and was doing some... jerking it, you know. Amane... She was sleeping, so she didn't know. You know, the role reversal.
うん。
Amane.
嘘はついてないよ、嘘は。多少は大げさになっちゃったかもしれないけど、立ちくらみだって本当。
And you just ran with it?
えへお兄と一緒に過ごしたかったんだよ。私、 お兄ちゃんが超大好きなんだもん。もうマジ無理。セックスしよう。
I take it back. She isn't keeping it cool at all. But it's not like I'm any better. I'll apologize to the others, but that can wait.
お兄が望む揉める美乳がここにあるんだよ。ほれほれ。
Yeah. What did she say again? Tits in your hand is better than hundreds of tits in the bushes or whatever. You really don't feel bad at all, do you? I'm not gonna hold back if we do this, just so you know.
そんなのどうせできないくせに。
Yeah, I guess you have a point.
いいよ。遠慮とかしなくて。ほらお兄。しないの？
Just make sure not to make any noises. For me, as the streamer, I mean. You know, I don't think they'd get caught if they're too loud in the bedroom, but like, I don't want to hear them making a lot of kissing sounds, alright? Why you think you're gonna get me to run away by taunting me?
思わない。
Especially because I'm streaming this. My reasoning is completely shot thanks to her unbelievably sensual temptation. Not thinking anymore. I push her onto the bed.
もういいの？あ、うん。平気。ゆっくり休んだから。心配かけてごめんね。
Good thing no one had to go up to the suite because they needed something.
それならいいんだけど。怪我は？
そっちも平気。というか、もともとそっちは大したことなかったから。
でしたら良いのですが。
Sorry for worrying you, but she's fine, really. Yeah, she's especially fine after what they did together. I can assure you she's not trying to put on a brave face. I'll keep an eye on her, and I'll have her back in the room sleeping if anything happens.
そうか。
I mean, they might be a little suspicious considering they came down together. It's not like we're lying, but it still feels a little bad to hide things from them. Not like we can come out with what we really did, what we were really doing. Sleeping, yeah. No matter how crappy it feels, we need to hide it.
谷風さん、どうかしましたか？
No. Oh, it's nothing.
でしたら良いのですが。
But man, it's really hot out here, huh? Hey, let's go get some shaved ice. You guys eaten yet?
まだ。あまねちゃんが気になって、まだ食べてない。
Let's go together then. Amane, you okay? She's still filled with cum, so like, you know.
あ、うん。なんでもない。
She's trying not to get any of it spilled. Never mind.
よーし、花火するぞー。
I'm not gonna comment on this again, alright? I already did it in fucking Kakenuke, and I already did it in Noah's Route. She feels guilty because they were worried about her. I mean, yeah, both of them are guilty because, you know...
花火!
They're taking advantage of this moment with their friends to have sex together outside of the house.
織江、消火の準備は？万事整えております。正直、水を入れたバケツを用意するよりも、魔法を使った方がより完全な消火ができると思いますが。
We need it at least for a show. It's useless if we don't have something to put out the fireworks.
この世界には魔法がないんだもの。仕方ないわよ。
何も準備せずに花火とかしてたら逮捕されちゃうかも。
I mean, you have the ocean right next to you. I think we'd just get a scolding, really. But I guess some killjoy could call the police if they feel like being assholes. By the way, do you not have fireworks in the other world? They have magic.
そうね。全く同じものはないけれど、似たようなものならあったはずよ。見て楽しむという意味でしたら、色とりどりの火や音を使ったものがあります。主には、みんなで一緒にお祝いをするときなどに用いられますね。
I didn't mean to press that. So like fireworks or gun salutes? Firecrackers or gun
異
salutes?
世界。そっか。異世界か。
Yeah, in the other world, you didn't have to feel guilty about dating Riku/Diablo. Huh? What's wrong?
ちょっと異世界ってどんなところなのかなって。
どんなと言われても、文化なんかはかなり大きな違いがあるわね。あっちは魔法によって発達していますから。
でもかぐやさんも織江さんも普通に馴染んでるわけですし、文化以外のところではそんなに違いってないんですか？ああ、魔族以外のことで。
そうね。もちろん動物や植物の違いはあるわよ。でも基本的には似たようなものかしら。そうですね。大地があり、海があり、空があり。世界という意味でなら同じようなものですね。
So there's a sun over there too. No shit. You know, the whole day and night cycle, the seasons and stuff.
はい。似たような星が存在しています。が、季節の特色は小さいかもしれませんね。土地土地によって寒い、暑い、雨が多いなどの特色はあるわ。もちろん時期によっては上下することもある。ただ、こっちの世界ほど大きく変化はしないかしら。聞いた話だけど、日本でも冬になると凍えるようになるんでしょ？
Well, yeah. Though there's way colder places in Japan out there. Yeah, than Japan out there. You definitely can't go around in short sleeves like you can during summer. I'm pretty sure you can actually die if you're not well prepared for winter in here.
そこまで大きな変化はないかしらね。とはいえ、砂漠地帯など、一日の寒暖差が激しい場所はありますが。
なら逆に私が異世界に渡っても普通に生きていけるってことですか？
考えたこともなかったけど、そうね。特に問題ないんじゃないかしら。そうですね。私のような人族とこっちの人間に大きな差はないようですから。
へえ。
もしかしてあっちに行ってみたいの？
あ、行きたいっていうか、やっぱり興味あるよね。異世界だなんて。
I don't think we can just come and go for a visit like that. You said it's pretty hard to make the trip, right?
そうね。世界を渡る魔法には膨大なマナと緻密な制御が必要になるわ。では案内しましょうと軽い気持ちで招待できるものではありませんね。残念ながら。
そっか。まあ本気で連れてってとか言ってるわけではないんだけど。
The other world. I'm pretty interested too.
谷風さんの場合はさらに招待できません。 何せ魔王のマナの持ち主なんだもの。もし万が一にもあっちで発覚しようものならどんな騒ぎになるか想像すらしたくないわね。
Right. That'd be bad for sure.
ちなみにお兄というか魔王ってすごいんでしょ？魔王のマナならそういうこともできるの？マナの量に問題はないと思います。ですが。
問題は制御でしょうね。世界を渡るためにはまず2つの世界をつなげる必要がある。
Nobody knows them there. I'm sure it'd be a great place for two siblings in love to live in peace. Honestly. Yeah. I don't want that to go in that... I don't want this route to go in that direction, but the way Amane's talking, it's like... It's a possibility.
そのつなげるのが一番厄介なのよ。
How so?
つなげる世界を正しく把握する必要がある。適当にどこかの世界につながってくれって思ったところでどこにもつながらずに終わるだけよ。
水の上から石を投げて魚を捕まえようとするようなものですね。
Sounds pretty impossible.
それくらい無謀なことなのです。
私がこっちに来れたのはあくまで魔王のマナという目印があったから。
Yeah, you mentioned something like that when we met.
そっか。そんなに大変なら宝くじ買う方がまだ可能性がありそうだね。おーいみんな、花火やんないの？あ、やりまーす。
I'm pretty concerned about Amane's mood. She doesn't appear to be sad, so maybe it's just not a big deal. But it seems like there's something on her mind, I think.
ねえ、リク、何かあったの？
Yes, but you don't need to know that. Huh? What do you mean?
以前と比べて天音のマナが増しているように思ったから。
Yeah, really? I wouldn't have any idea as to why. Well, we've had to make her drink my blood lately, you know, for the transmigration thing. It'd be a problem if she keeps transforming randomly, so I give her some of my blood from time to time. Do you feel like her mana is getting to dangerous levels or something?
ああ、そうじゃないわ。危険を感じたわけじゃない。
That's good to hear.
吸血鬼は吸血によってマナを補充します。そのため自らのキャパシティを超えたマナを宿すこともありますが、あくまで一時的なものです。余剰したマナはゆっくりと体外に放出されますから、それに関して深刻になる必要はないと思います。
とはいえ、あまりに大量のマナを過剰摂取すると以前のようになるんだけど。
So what you're saying is that they probably shouldn't be doing it that much, or else she'll transform for an extended period of time. Oh, you mean like what happened last time? That only happened once, so I don't think there's much to worry about right now.
だからさっきの質問は気にしないでいいわ。それより私たちも花火に行きましょう。
はい、姫様。
Count me in. We're spending the night here, so we might as well make the most of it.
わあ、花火とはすごいな。綺麗だ。
Yeah, but like, you already made the most of it in the afternoon.
のあちゃん、火をちょうだい。
Oh, Kohibari. Pass it to me when you're done.
いいよ。はい、どうぞ。
I used the lit firework to light mine. And soon, colorful sparks brighten the darkness of the night beach. Oh.
ねえ、お兄。お兄は。なんか懐かしいよね。花火なんてさ、
いつ以来だろう。
Like 1 round ago. Man, I wonder. It's been a long while. Probably the last time we made a family trip to the beach was with Mom and Dad. Why the question?
別に久々の手持ち花火でちょっぴりノスタルジックなだけだよ。お、消えちゃった。新しい花火取ってこようっと。
There's definitely something going on with her. Yeah, but it's nothing too serious because
天使創造リブート。
is this the first time we've seen swimsuit Amane in the transition? I mean, after that, we enjoyed our summer break in our own way. I spent most of my days with Amane relaxing in our rooms. Sometimes we go out together with the others. This is the first summer break where I've ever had so much fun. I guess you never really know where life will take you. I never imagined I would get a girlfriend. And my own sister at that. Even better. I mean, at the very least, I didn't see it coming. I never thought the day would come when I felt so strongly for Amane. Thanks for the meal.
ごちそうさま。
はい、お粗末様。
Let's just be glad they haven't been caught yet. We finish having a slightly late breakfast. I carry the empty plates to the sink and wash them. No already finished her breakfast before us, and Dad is at work early as usual. I'm starting to get seriously worried he might work himself to death. Also Noah's extra scene as the only place you can see Kaede's in Chiki's nude sprites. Ah, right. I think I remember you bringing that up before. But yeah, I don't know why. Well, no, I remember why, because it was meant to be an inspection thing. A school inspection, whatever the fuck. Well, he always comes back at the same time at night, so he probably gets enough sleep. Right?
さてと、晩ご飯の買い物に行かないと。何かリクエストある？
Curry's fine by me.
出た。しかもお父さんと同じ。カレーでいいのか、カレーがいいのか。
Well, I want curry, I guess.
あっそ、わかった。
私クリームシチューがいい。
また面倒なことを。
今日だけ。明日は別にカレーでいいから。あ、明日はカレーがいい。どのみち3日分くらい作るんでしょ？
2.5 日分ってところかしらね。ノアちゃんもいるから。
All the girls were having their weight height measurements taken at school. Yeah, and the only reason Kaede and Chika have nude sprites is for the audience. There is no other purpose to them having nude sprites.
わかったわよ。今日はアマネの分をクリームシチューにしておけばいいのね。
It's just fan service.
ありがとう。お兄、今日もゲームする？
Sure, I'm fine getting over the motion sickness. I'm finally getting over the motion sickness. I need to get more perfect. I need to get more practice if I want to rank up.
今のままだと負けっぱなしだもんね。お兄のザーコ。
Don't call me that. I'm just a beginner. And you have to... and you can only say that word in the bedroom. And I really want to get past C rank too. C rank soon.
1000時間プレイしてようやくチュートリアルが終わるってレベルなんだけどね。
Jeez, no way I'm that bad.
とりあえず準備してくる。
No, nothing suspicious going on, Yuzuki. You have a good day. At home. Because... No, wait. Is it the weekday or the weekend? I don't know.
あんたたち、最近仲がいいわね。
No. Really? I don't think that's anything new.
仲が悪かったというつもりはないんだけど。
Maybe it's because we've been playing together so much lately.
あんた、そんなにゲーム好きだっけ？
Well, they're fine, and I have a lot of time during summer break.
いいわね、学生は。遊ぶのはいいんだけど、宿題とかやることはやっておきなさいよ。
I know. I've finished most of it already.
なら結構。あまねにも宿題はやるように言っておいてくれる？
Sure, but I'm not responsible if she doesn't listen to me.
わかってるわよ。さてと、ノアちゃんはカレーとシチューどっちがいいかしら。
That's what she said. You think we should keep some distance for a bit?
平気じゃない？
You're really casual about all this.
もうすぐ夏休みも終わるし、学院が始まったら一緒にいたくてもいられなくなるだろうし。そうなったらお母さんの違和感も解消されるんじゃない？
I mean, yeah. Probably at least.
ひとまず今はそこまで気にしなくていいよ。お兄がゲームをしてるのは事実なんだしさ。お母さんに言われて急に距離を作ったりする方が怪しくない？
Oh, yeah. Good point.
とりあえずゲーム。初心者脱却したいんでしょ？
Yeah. I'm still playing the game where you ink the stage with your team's colors. With your team's color. Oh yeah, it was Splatoon. I was trying to remember which game they were parodying. It's pretty popular and also good. You need to separate the two. I like it more the more I play it. However, it being a multiplayer game mostly, it can be frustrating at times. But I want to keep going. I want to play one more game until I win. It's just the kind of game that keeps you hooked, I guess. Well, no, you're meant to be off the hook. That's a Splatoon reference. I'm still an amateur, but I've gotten used to the gyro controls to the point that I don't get dizzy anymore.
とりあえず顔真っ赤でリベンジしに行くのをやめること。経験値が違うんだからさ。打ち負けても最終的に勝てばいいんだよ。
I understand that, but man, I just get hot-headed when they ink me out of nowhere. Phrasing.
お兄って昔から負けず嫌いだったもんね。私に負けたらすぐに拗ねたりしてたし。
That's because you can't stop rubbing it in my face.
ザーコザーコ。
Well, she kept it in the bedroom like I told her to.
お兄？
Sorry, it's kind of weird. It doesn't tick me off like it used to.
もしかしてあれかな？上書きされちゃったんじゃない？
No, what he's saying is that he's getting turned on by being talked down to from Amane. What?
最近はほら、セックスで行ったりしてるから、むしろ嬉しくなってきてるんじゃない？
I didn't need to know that, especially because I don't know what the going-ons are in the hate scenes. All right, so
お兄のエッチ。
I can't deny that. Oh, the game started.
あ、逃げた。
I won't get better at the game overnight. There are streamers who can get good quick at whatever they pick up, but it's not even all of them. What? What a weird sentence. Shroud can get good at games quick. I'm trying my hardest, but it doesn't seem like I have an innate talent for shooting games, especially third-person shooting games. Well, it's not like I'm aiming to become a pro or a streamer or anything. As long as I'm having fun, it's all good. though it is frustrating when I lose a match, and it's annoying when I get inked. Ah, damn it. That got me again.
同じ相手に3度も負けてるんだから、もういい加減。あ、何この人、めっちゃ煽ってる。
Yeah. My death cam shows the player that inked me splashing about where I died. Yeah, that's the Splatoon version of the teabag. A move that doesn't really do anything to win them the game. So that's what taunting is like.
お兄、ちょっと貸して。
Huh? Why? Why are you making that face?
私がリベンジかます。ボコボコにしちゃる。
Is it that big of a deal? Let's just ignore them. Besides, why are you getting mad? They were taunting me.
私は妹だからいいんだよ。妹の特権。お兄を雑魚扱いしていいのは妹だけなの。
I don't know why you're still using that excuse. The only reason you're getting mad as much as you are is because you're dating him.
ほら、コントローラー貸して。
Okay. The determination in her eyes makes it clear that there's no talking her down. I feel kind of bad for not finishing what I started. But I'm more scared of Amane, so I simply hand the controller to her. She takes the reins and inks the player that taunted me in a matter of seconds. And as soon as they respawn, she inks them again. No, not spawn camping. After that, it's clear they're raging. Instead of inking around them, they start trying to single out Amane and kill her. The result is an overwhelming victory for Amane with 8 kills and 3 deaths, and a 3-day suspension for suspected cheating. And all the deaths were from before I switched with her.
やってやったぜ。
You're really good at this.
まあね、って言いたいところだけど、私程度の人はいくらでもいるよ。
Really?
それに、煽った相手にキルされて悔しかったんだろうね。
Yeah, they're gonna report you for aimbot or whatever.
顔真っ赤にして単純な動きでリベンジかましに来たところが、さっきの人の一番の敗因かな。だからお兄も冷静さを保つようにすること。
I know that. I promise. I just can't help getting mad sometimes. I think that's enough for now. You can't just let your hands sit still with the gyro, so it makes my shoulders sore after a long while, so that you can get massaged by Amane.
肩マッサージしてあげようか。
Oh, that sounds nice.
ういー。
Wait. Oh.
ほ。
I was wondering if they were going to reuse the CG. They did, just not for the purpose I thought they were going to use it for. By a massage, you meant biting me?
やっぱお兄を噛むと落ち着く。これってさ、お兄のことが好きだからなのかな。
Maybe. I do feel a bit more calm when we're together.
はいはい。
You can bite me all you want. Just don't leave a mark, okay? No hickeys anywhere visible.
わかってる。それくらいは私だって心得てる。
Just wanted to make sure.
ねえお兄、このまま今日の分の血を吸ってもいい？
Sure, I don't mind. Actually, can I ask you something first?
何？
Are you feeling alright? She tilts her head to the side, clearly confused by my question. Drinking my blood gives you some of my mana every time, right?
うん、そうなるね。
Are you okay with drinking it so often?
今のところはとりあえず自覚症状みたいなのはないよ。
お兄からは私の体調とか気になる感じ？
No, it's not like you look like you feel bad or any. It's not like you look like you feel bad or anything. I just don't want to wait until something happens to you.
私のこと心配してくれるんだ。
Why do you look surprised? Of course I'm worried about my girlfriend. Which means that he wouldn't worry about you if you were still siblings. And we're family too. So of course I'd worry. Never mind. Retract that statement.
でもそういう時って素直に心配してくれることはなかったよね。
I guess not.
こんな風にストレートに心配してもらえるのって結構嬉しいね。
I'm sorry for not being upfront before.
なんで？責めてるわけじゃなく嬉しかったって言ってるのに。ありがとう、お兄ちゃん。
You're welcome. As long as you feel okay.
あとさ、ごめんね、お兄。
Sorry for what?
嘘をつかせちゃって。
You mean to Mom?
それだけじゃなくて、海でのことも含めて。
You don't have to apologize for that. I was the one who accepted this relationship. I'm just doing what I need to do to keep our relationship going. You didn't force me into anything. Well, she kind of did. And you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about a thing.
うん。ありがとう、お兄。
And by the way, since we're talking about it, is there anything else on your mind? I mean, she's probably thinking about sex all the time, but I don't think that's what he's implying. That's what he wants to hear. If there's anything worrying you, you can talk to me.
別に大したことじゃないというか、明確な何かがあるわけじゃないんだけど、私たちこれからどうなるんだろうなって。
The talk takes a more serious tone than I imagined, so I straighten myself and get ready. What do you mean?
だからこれから漠然とした将来ってやつ？
She's probably not talking about going on dates. She's probably thinking about our future together. Well, in the manga that I was talking about last stream, in the manga, the brother and sister get caught by their friends, and then they get caught almost about to have sex on the kitchen table by their parents, and then after talking about it with their parents, they eventually move out together and move to a different city where no one knows them and live together like a married couple, because of course they have the same last names, right? It would make sense for them to act like they're a married couple. And then, you know, they live together in a different city, in a different you know. But is that the direction that this is going to go? Who knows? It all depends on if they get caught by their parents or not. If we were a normal couple, we could talk about how old we want to be when we get married, and where to hold the ceremony and stuff like that, yeah, and have babies. But considering our relationship, it's hard to be hopeful in that regard.
ほら、漫画とかドラマだとさ、こういうのって駆け落ちが定番じゃない？
Yeah, they usually elope together before they get caught by their parents. That doesn't happen in the manga I keep referencing.
知ってる人のいない見ず知らずの土地で安アパートで2人だけの生活。2人で一緒に近くのお風呂屋さんに行くんだけど、いつも私が先に上がるから外で待たされて。
I mean, to be fair, the characters in Angelic Chaos are at least putting a little more thought into how to go forward in their relationship together than Kakeru and Sora. Because it kind of just stopped at, let's have sex together and let's just keep calling each other brother and sister, even if we're gonna keep acting like girlfriend and boyfriend. Never mind.
洗いたての髪が芯まで冷えて、小さな石鹸をカタカタ鳴らしてさ。
I think I'd totally be the first to go out and shiver while waiting for you, though.
でも大丈夫。そんな時は、冷たいねってお兄の体を抱きしめて温めてあげるから。
Oh god. You didn't hear anything. Ugh. I am both worried and excited to see where this route will go in terms of how they will handle the relationship between Amane and Riku, because they didn't really do that in 9-9, and I'm not talking about episode 2 because there are a lot more other problems that Kakeru had to deal with other than his relationship status with his sister. I'm talking about a new episode when the only thing they need to do outside of being together is looking for artifact users. So, yeah. Is it fixed?
バックログ画面だ。
Alright, yes, it is. Anyway, let's get back into it. I'd be called because of you in this scenario, though. But having you warm me up doesn't sound bad at all.
ああ、ハレンチなこと考えてる顔だ。お兄のエッチ。
You're the one drinking his blood. And you fell in love with me despite that. Just accept it already.
別に嫌だと思ってるわけじゃないし。私もお兄とするの好きだしね。だって気持ちいいもん。なんか私までエッチにさせられちゃった。お兄のおちんぽ気持ちよすぎるから。
Amane... sister, never mind. Don't blame me for that. You were a pervert since way before we got together. I don't think you would have... I don't think you would have flicked on my bed beside me if you weren't. That's borderline degenerate behavior, I feel like.
うっさい。その話は蒸し返さなくていいの。
Why did you have to... You could have just said masturbated, alright? Why did you have to do the fucking onomatopoeia for it? Though, thanks to that, we finally got together. Yeah, after a whole ordeal of Viz taking over her body. So, what were you talking about? What were we talking about again? Oh, right. Eloping and stuff.
うん。お兄、私と駆け落ちする？
I mean, the answer would be yes, but I don't think this is the direction I don't think that's the direction the route will go. I don't think she's seriously considering it right now, but it doesn't sound like a joke either.
私はすっごく幸せ。お兄と一緒にいられるだけで幸せだけど、お兄にはいろいろと負担を強いてる気もするから。
My chair is slowly sinking further and further. How so?
みんなに嘘をついてばっかりとか、こういうのって今だけじゃなく、今後どんどん増えていくと思うから。ならいっそ
誰も知らない土地に行く方が幸せかも。異世界で暮らすとかさ。
You mean the world Kaguya and Orie came from? I mean, there's a reason she asked about the world. There's a reason she asked about that world on the beach, while on the beach. Oh, so that's why you asked them about it. That's probably what I felt was a little off about her that day. Well, I do see where you're coming from. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place about trying to be together without hurting their parents. Yeah, it doesn't help that they still live with them.
私だけじゃなくってさ、お兄にも幸せになってほしい。幸せにしたい。そのためには私はどうすればいいんだろうっていろいろ考えたりとか。
Well, eloping is a pretty drastic thing to do, let alone going to another world.
まあ、そうだよね。
Yeah, just move to a different city. And if we're talking about our future, there's a lot of things we could do. It's not anything crazy to move out of your hometown or college to get a job somewhere you're unfamiliar with. I'm really happy you're worried about me. But I'm also worried about you.
私？なんで？
I know the situation is so tough, it makes you want to just run away from it all. But I'm sure if we eloped right now, you'd end up regretting it. You tend to stress and run yourself into a corner sometimes. I could picture you getting depressed about it and hiding to cry about it already, and possibly switching with Viz again, but not being able to because you ran out of mana.
否定はできないかも。
She's not a very good League player, you know. She doesn't know how to conserve her mana. So, let's not be impulsive about it. If we try to force things like that, it'll be hard for us to stay together. I don't want our relationship to become painful for the both of us.
私だって嫌だよ。嫌だから、二人で幸せになる方法を探してみたんだけど、結局、逃げることしか考えてなかったってことなのかな。そう思うと、私って逃げてばっかりだな。
What do you mean?
ほら、お兄にオナニー見られた時とか、お兄に話があるって言われた時とか。
Can you please use the flashback CG of when you were, kids and holding hands together when Riku was taking you back home so that I can use it as the thumbnail for this episode? Not like I can't use it for the thumbnail of this episode regardless, but you get the point. Never mind.
それ以前にも、子供の時から逃げてばっかり。その度にお兄が私を迎えに来てくれたから、それが嬉しくて、すっかり逃げ癖がついてるのかも。
So it's my fault?
そんなことは言ってないってば。むしろ、申し訳ないなって。
I think it's a little late for that. I fell in love with you knowing you had those faults. They make you cute in my eyes. I mean, she literally ran away the same day she confessed. So, you know, I don't think he's surprised about her habit of running away.
お兄はそうやってすぐに私を甘やかす。そういうところも好きだし、嬉しいんだけど、こんなままでいいのかなとも思う。私たちのこれからって、前途洋々とはいかないよね。
Maybe not, yeah. I think about it for a moment, but in the end I admit it. There's no point in trying to mask the truth. Hermione must have been thinking about this for a long while. I mean, she was probably thinking about this way before you started dating each other.
私もさ、ちゃんと勇気を出せるようになりたいって思ってる。 思ってはいるんだけどね。
You know, as like a what if scenario.
お兄はどうやって勇気を出してるの？
That's a tough question. I don't think it's that hard. I just remember how much I love you. When I think about wanting to protect you, I get the energy to do what needs to be done.
そっか。
お兄、私のこと好きすぎでしょ。
What's that supposed to mean? I wouldn't have accepted your feelings if I didn't, idiot. Do you love me?
好き。
Do you love me? How much?
大好き。
Am I important to you?
私にとって、お兄は一番大切な存在だよ。
Is there anyone else in the room watching us? Let's hope not. Then we'll be fine. Just let me pamper you if you feel down. And when the time comes to do something, when it comes down to do something, just believe. You made me fall in love with you after having sex, and I know how strong you really are after running away.
お兄。それって何の保証にもなってなくない？
At the very least, there's one person who believes in you, unconditionally right here.
そっか。そう言われると、嬉しくなっちゃうな。
I didn't mean to pause between those two lines, but my brain short-circuited, and it took me a while to read.
私、ちょろ。
I know you're trying hard to create a future for us. But we can't see the future if I don't want you to get so caught up in... get so caught up in it you get... Caught... what? Get so caught up in it you get depressed. If you're not smiling, I'm not happy either. I didn't mean to press that.
バックログ画面だ。
Just remember that, okay? I stroke her hair gently. This feels like the perfect time for them to get caught by Noah. They're having this heart-to-heart, and then they escalate their feelings together, and then everything goes crashing down. Okay, why don't we switch it up with another game? By the way, that Dead by Twilight game you've been playing is pretty fun, right? Think I can try it out?
うん。操作は簡単なんだけどね。キャラの能力を集めたり、覚えたりするのが結構大変かも。
Also, if you're gonna be playing Dead by Daylight, don't get tricked into playing the killer. As cool as the killers look, they are weak shit compared to the survivors, alright? Well, I'll never get better if I don't try. And we have tons of time before summer break is over.
それはいいんだけど、お兄がこんなにゲームにハマるなんてちょっと意外。
Well, I never hated games. Trying new stuff is fun. I just didn't like getting mocked by you all the time. Safety in numbers? Well, no, the problem with the survivors is that they have too many tools to prevent themselves from getting caught by the killers. And that's not even including the fact that there are 3 other survivors that can help you, prevent you from getting caught. Yeah.
ザーコザーコ。
I think there's really a part of me that's starting to like the abuse. Don't call it abuse.
お兄のエッチ。へんたい。
That wasn't an invitation. That wasn't an invitation for more verbal abuse.
そうなの？なんだ。
I don't think I need to get used to being called names.
そっか。
じゃあ、
Don't.
エッチの時に、いっぱい言ってあげるね。
Amane,
お兄ちゃん。
that's my joke. You can't steal my joke. I already said it. Twice. She whispers suggestively in my ear. Hearing the coquettish tone makes me swallow down air. And that's the sound he made. Memories of us having sex flashed in my mind. And suddenly, I feel heat rushing into my groin. God damn it. This never used to happen before. It's definite proof that I'm truly getting over Diablo's influence. Through getting seduced by his sister.
お兄、今ちょっと興奮したでしょ。
What do you think?
お兄のエッチ。
It takes one to know one.
なんか最近のお兄って素直だよね。あ、文句言いたいわけじゃなくてさ。
Maybe it means I see you as something other than my cheeky little sister now.
お兄、妹にガチ惚れじゃん。
Also, you probably shouldn't be saying that after you had sex with her twice. That would imply you saw her as your cheeky little sister both of those times. Huh? What are you even talking about? I wouldn't get hard for my sister if I wasn't. What?
お兄ちゃんのシスコーン。
I don't want to hear that from the biggest brocon ever. Well, I think Sora's good competition.
とんだ兄弟だね、私たち。割れ鍋に閉じ蓋ってやつ？
In terms of who is the biggest sitcom between the two, at least Kakeru was still conflicted about his feelings for Sora. I know what she's trying to say, but I don't really like that turn of phrase too much. It's like she's putting herself down. Though, well, I suppose it's hard to deny considering what most people would think of our relationship. Oh, right. You better be doing your homework.
そういうお母さんが言いそうなこと聞きたくないんだけど。
I mean it. You should be working on it before it gets too late. If our grades start dropping, they'll get worried about us and probably keep a closer eye on what we do. If this relationship is gonna work, I'll need to whip some discipline into you. No.
おー、それって下ネタ？
That's what I'm saying. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut it.
あ、いた。
I flick her forehead. Enough with the nonsense. Teach me how to play this.
ってそうだ。その前に血を吸うところじゃなかった？
Why didn't you do it during the shoulder massage? It's funny when Lena gave Kakeru crap when he got called a siscon, considering she knows everything he knows. Yeah. Sure, go ahead. I smell the faint scent of curry coming from the kitchen. Well, they haven't gotten caught yet. I'm still waiting for when they do. Just smelling it whets my appetite. By the way, are you making it spicy or sweet today?
中辛よ。なんで？甘めの方が良かった？
Nah, just asking. I'm not picky.
もう少しでできるからおとなしくしてなさい。というか、なあちゃんを呼んできてくれる？クリームシチューに興味があるから、ルーを溶かすのをやってみたいんだって。
I don't think taking care of the roux is that big of a deal, though. Sure thing. Wait, what?
バックログ画面だ。
Oh, right. But there's no reason to keep her from doing it if she wants. I then head to Noah's room. Noah, you there? You didn't hear any weird noises from upstairs, did you? Mum said you wanted to melt the roux from the cream stew. Huh? Noah, I'm coming in. However, she's not in her room. She didn't say anything about going anywhere today. That has to be the first time she's disappeared without saying anything. I wonder where she went. Wait, did something happen? No, it'd be weird if something happened and she didn't say anything. Maybe she's with Amane. But I was with Amane just now. Something isn't adding up.
リク？
Whoa, don't scare me like that. Yeah, don't add tension where it's unnecessary. Unnecessary. Noah phases through the wall and enters the room out of nowhere.
す すまない。部屋にいるとは思っていなかったから。
Also, don't flashbang me like that. No, sorry for entering your room.
どうかした？
Mum said you wanted to do the roof for the cream stew. That's why I came.
ああ、そうか。ありがとう、リク。
She quickly trots out of the room shortly after. But before she goes out of the door, I grab her by the arm and stop her. Wait right here. Did something happen? Wait right there. You went somewhere in your angel form.
周囲の警戒をしていたんだよ。
You mean...
危険が差し迫っているわけではないよ。定期的な巡回のようなものだ。
You do that?
僕の使命だからね。
Well, alright. I'm just glad there's no problem.
そうだね。今のところ差し迫った危険はないと思う。
Sorry, just curious. But is there anything that made you want to do patrols?
多少？
Yeah. Amane's increasing in Amane's getting a substantial amount of mana from Diablo for some reason.
ごまかしているわけではなく、ちょっとした変化はある。ただ、今のところ危険だとは思っていない。
Oh? What's that?
周囲のマナの濃度がわずかに高まっている。
Hang on a minute. I was joking, alright? I didn't think it would actually have something to do with the mana. And I mean, I know that fucking Kaguya brought up that Amane has more mana than she should, but, you know... You mean my mana is leaking again? No, there's no way. Amane's been drinking my mana. Considering the last few weeks, things seem to be a lot calmer. Things seemed a lot more calm than before summer break. But still.
原因がリクだとは考えていない。もしリクのマナが不安定になるような場合には、前世返りを起こすだろうしね。
Yeah, I don't feel like anything's wrong with me. Is the mana concentration going up and down like that fine?
特に影響をもたらすことはないと思う。マナは生き物が宿す根源的な力だ。それはこちらの世界でも変わらない。生き物が存在していれば、周囲のマナに影響を及ぼすこともある。この世界、日本においてもマナの濃い場所、薄い場所はあるし、同じ場所でも濃度が変化することはある。
So that's how it works. By the way, you're not sensing any interference coming from the other world, right? Are you? Maybe when that gate from the other world opened, the mana from over there leaked in here and increased the concentration or something. Or maybe some kind of magic is affecting the mana around us or something.
今回のそれは魔法の気配とは違う。魔王を狙った異世界からの干渉ではないはずだ。
Alright, sorry for being so nosy about it.
いや、君が気にするのは当然のことだ。今の説明に嘘はないよ。だから安心して、と、油断するのは良くないか。警戒というほどじゃないにしろ、何か気になることがあれば、すぐに報告をしてほしい。
Or maybe you're constantly letting your sister suck your blood and other things. She's getting her sources of mana from more than just blood sucking. And that's why she's getting more mana than she should. And that's why she's going to transmigrate into Viz again. And we won't know how to turn her back. Alright.
ちょっと、どうかしたの？ずいぶん遅いけど。
Sorry. We were talking about something.
すまない。すぐに行くよ。
ああ、ルーを溶かすくらいなら大したことないから、話が終わってからでもいいんだけど。
We're finished already.
そう？なら、行きましょうか。って、 気合を入れるほどの作業でもないんだけど。
クリームシチュー、楽しみだ。
She just wants a taste test before the real deal. Before the finished product, the finished meal. Never mind. Mana concentration, huh? Judging from Noah's reaction, it doesn't seem like it's anything serious. But it probably has nothing to do with the other world. I'll ask Amane about it just in case. After that, I talked about it with Amane, but it didn't seem like there was anything wrong with her either. There haven't been any transmigrations either, and no flashbacks. Well, have you been sleeping together? She said that Viz doesn't even talk to her anymore. Maybe it really doesn't have anything to do with Amane or me. In the end, the mana concentration matter hasn't become any clearer. There have been no changes, and we haven't been able to identify the reason. It's fine as long as nothing bad is happening, I guess. Mane and I enjoy our time together until summer break finally comes to an end.
暑い。まだ全然暑いのに。夏休み終わるの早すぎだって。あと1ヶ月は夏休み欲しい。こんなに暑いと授業にも集中できない。
There's AC in the classroom, no?
そのうち10月になっても暑いとか寒いから休みにすべきだなんて言い出しそうだね。
I can almost hear it in her voice. And I can imagine her holed up in her room all day too.
それができると嬉しいんだけど、さすがに部屋に引きこもるのはお母さんに怒られそう。
Wasn't expecting you to actually admit you'd turn into a shut-in if you could. Mom can be pretty strict when she wants to be. Let's just hurry to school. We'll feel better under the AC instead of hanging around under the sun.
あ、あまねちゃん、おはよう。おはよう、さいちゃん。
Actually, I got recommended, but for some fucking reason, I got recommended a video explaining why men stopped wearing suspenders. Right? They for some reason, I just got this video recommended to me, and I'm like, this looks interesting, so I watch it. Because, of course, I was thinking about Angelic Chaos and how the girls' uniforms have suspenders. And, you know, it was a very interesting watch. Right? They basically just went over the history of how guys kept their pants up, right? And how in the modern day, the waistline of pants became lower, right? Which kind of phased out suspenders and brought in more belts. And the entire point of the video and the whole reason, the whole conclusion as to why men don't wear suspenders anymore is because, well, who would have guessed? People aren't making pants that support wearing suspenders. So, you know, outside of getting the history of belt wear, or whatever you'd call it, the conclusion was fairly obvious.
元気？今日も暑いよね。うん、特に問題ないよ。あまねちゃんは？いつも通り。一緒にゲームしてたからか、久しぶりって感じはあんまりしないね。そうだね。あ、おはようございます。
Hey.
おはよう。そういえば、 最近第六感覚の方で見かけないけど、何か新しいゲームでもしてるの？
I was about to say, oh, Mikuni, sorry that Amane hasn't been playing Dead by Daylight with you as often. She's too busy fucking Riku.
おー、新しいゲームってわけじゃないんだけどね。久々にインク塗ってたら楽しくなっちゃって。ああ、そっちの方か。今、イベントをやってるんだっけ？ちょっと前に、夏といえばで、そうめん vs 冷やし中華の激しい争いが行われてたね。ちなみにサイちゃんはどっちとかある？
Like he wouldn't be a shut-in right alongside her. Well, it'd be kind of hard for him not to be a shut-in if she's a shut-in because he's dating her.
どっちも好きだけど、あえてで言うなら、冷やし中華かな。そうめんよりも、がっつり食べてるって気がするから。サイちゃんって意外と食べる方だよね。そうかな。意外かな。自分ではそんなことないと思うけど、昔からこんなものだし。で、中入らない。ここ暑い。あ、そうだね。じゃあお兄、私行くね。
Yeah, bye. Don't miss me too much.
それじゃあ失礼します、谷風先輩。
It'd be mighty inconvenient if you did.
そんな挨拶とかいいから、行こう行こう。あまねちゃん？
Amane pulls the bewildered Mikuni into the building. Let's go to our classroom.
もう、谷風くんおはようっす。
I did not expect them to keep using this CG. Especially since this is Amane's route, and looking at and using this CG is makes me want to do Kurumi's route.
よーっす。よすよす。
When I enter the classroom, I find them hanging around my seat, just like they were before summer break. Hey, Kohibari. Ishirashi and Kinoshita too.
うちらはついでかい。
Yes.
傷つくわ。
If not for the fact that you girls have sprites, you would be as you would not be. You would be as important as Riku's irrelevant male friend. I'm trying to remember his name. It's blanking on me because that's how irrelevant he is. You see a lot more of those two in Kurumi's route. Well, I want to see a lot more of them in terms of their bodies. But apparently they're only naked in Noah's extra route. Sorry, I really don't mean it that way.
そこらへんはしゃあないね。なんせ、あたしたちは一緒に海に行った仲だし。そうなの？しかも2回ね。もしかして2人付き合ってるの？なんでいきなり付き合ってるなんて話になるの？
Yeah, that's gonna take a few more rounds before you actually are together. Before they actually are together.
だって2人で海に行ったんしょ？違うって。2人きりじゃない。ノアちゃんとかかぐやちゃんとかオリエちゃんとかあまねちゃんも一緒だったし。あまねちゃんって誰？
My sister.
っていうかうちらも誘えよ。
Because you are background characters, alright?
そうだそうだ、ずるいぞ。ごめんって。その時は私も誘われる側だったからさ。勝手にガンガン人を増やすわけにもいかんしょ。まあ、そういうことならわからないでもない。うちらも行きたかったな、海。
Huh? Didn't you go with Kohibari on separate occasions?
楓とくるみとは言ったけどさ、
夏の海は何度行ってもいいもんだしさ。
そうそう。谷風くんも私らの水着とか見たくない？見たいでしょ？
いや、多分うちらの水着には興味ないんじゃない？なんせくるみがいるし。
ああ、そっか。くるみの破壊力はとんでもないからな。
破壊力って。
I mean, I am not gonna deny that.
私らで行った時もすごかったもんね。周囲の男の視線釘付けみたいな感じで。
The only reason it isn't as bad is because Kurumi is combating with Kaguya. Yeah, I can see that.
胸もそうだけど、後ろ姿とかケツを見てる人も多くて。マジ？そんな風に見られてたとは。
So she has a dumpy too. We haven't seen much of her ass because we don't really get back sprites of characters, but you know, I'm sure we will get to see a lot more of her ass in her route.
あと、ケツ言うな。
Okay, fine, I'll stop saying ass.
でさ、そろそろ谷風くんの机からケツどけたら？忘れてた！夏休み前はちゃんと自分からどいてたのに。
長い休みでケツリセットされちゃったか。
No, you can't keep saying ass. It's embarrassing her. You're embarrassing her.
変な言い方しないで。ごめんね、谷風くん。
Don't sweat it. Unless you want to. I mean, I'm dating a Mane, so I can't make those jokes. And I really mean it. I really mean that this time. It's true that I used to feel like I lost my seat and didn't know what to do. But now that I'm friends with Kohibari, I don't really want her to move off my seat right away anymore. Oh, hang on a minute. That sounds a little scandalous. A bit a different word that's a bit lower on the totem pole. But you get the point.
もう、二人ともさっきから変なことばっかり。
Your time will come, Kurumi. Now here's the thing. Kurumi is very much like Marine Kitagawa from Dress Up Darling. And here's the thing. Kurumi, the extrovert Kurumi, is the perfect type of extrovert. For me, at least. Because compared to Hibiki, she is leagues above. Hibiki is how do you even describe Hibiki?
一応言っておくけどさ、くるみの水着姿が注目を浴びてたのはマジだからね。
Hibiki from Kakunuke, obviously. Since I'm playing both games at the same time.
周囲の視線を独占してたね。なんならくるみに見とれたせいで喧嘩してる人たちもいたし。
いやいや、それはさすがに大げさすぎでしょう。実際すごかったよ。
くるみってそういうところで脇が甘いというか、警戒心薄いからね。
私だって気をつけるところは気をつけてるつもりなんだけどな。
いやー、全然無防備でしょ。
I mean, I guess that's the main difference between Marine and Kurumi, is that Marine is a lot more confident with her body. You know, to the point where she can show it off in front of Goto without really reacting that much. Kurumi, she's got a dirty mind. she's busy thinking about what would happen if someone grabbed her horns and yeah.
どうせ海に行った時もジロジロ見てた谷風くんの視線に気づいてなかったんでしょ？そうなの？ジロジロ
Don't drag me into this, would you?
見てたんだろ。正直に言えよ。
I will only be honest in Kurumi's route, alright? I will not admit whether or not he stared, because that would make Amane jealous. I was not.
やっぱ見てんじゃん。
Nuh-uh.
ね、どうよ、感想は。
Not... I didn't think you would actually respond. I wasn't just staring at Kurumi's, I was also staring at Kaguya's and Urie's. Alright, it's different. Jaw dropping. Thank God Amane's not here.
火の玉ストレート。思ったより面白いな、谷風くん。
But I tried to avoid staring as much as I could. Amane helped in that department. I mean, I didn't want to be branded as a pervert. Word would spread fast here at school.
そんなこと言うわけないでしょ。
Yeah, but you weren't the only girl that he was staring at.
くるみの肉体に打ち勝って理性を働かせるとか。なかなかやるな、お主。
もしかして貧乳好きか？
I mean, Noah route Riku, I could see, but this is a Mane route Riku where he is into big tits.
楓は遠慮なさすぎ。あと品もなさすぎ。
え？貧乳とかけてる？
No, the brain is stored in the balls. Just like pee.
かけてねえよ。
でもさ、谷風くんの趣味が気になるじゃん。くるみのボディに打ち勝つなんて。
See, you could very easily write a foursome with Kaede, Chika, and Kurumi in Kurumi's route. Especially with how they're acting right now. Imagine how they would be acting in her route, right? You know, but no, there's wasted potential here, is all I'm saying. Especially since they made nude sprites for these characters. Unless you're holding back with any information in Kurumi's route regarding these two characters.
まあね。同性から見ても、くるみって結構完成度が高いしね。
つらいよし。おっぱいよし。
そしてケツデカ。
それ、褒めてないよね。
足もスラッとして長い。
羨ましいよね。
Kurumi is great. She has a dirty mind, but also a sense of shame. I mean, they aren't mutually exclusive.
実際どうなの？男の子から見てくるみって。
そこんところ、現場の意見ってやつを教えてほしいんすよ。
My lawyer has told me to refrain from complimenting other girls other than Amane. Man, you really don't make this easy for me. This is much weirder considering this is Amane's route that we're talking about Kurumi like this. Alright? It'd be fine if it was Kurumi's route, but like, why are we putting this in Amane's route? Well, sure. I think you two are absolutely right about her. But she's also kind, a good listener, and super smart. Because she has to be perfect. She's definitely perfect in a lot of ways.
ベタ褒めのコメントの割に反応は薄いよね。
Well, maybe it was different during the first trip to the beach, but Amane and I are already in a relationship by the second time. I think they put it in to make him feel guilt for not falling for a more normal type of relationship. I mean, I guess, but you know, compared to other conflicts you could have relating to this scenario, I feel like him feeling guilty about not dating, not being in a normal girlfriend-boyfriend relationship is one of the last things you would tackle. I completely agree that Koibara is really attractive in every sense, but Amane is the only one for me. Even despite not having the same bombshell figure, I wonder why I feel this way. All I can picture is her happy little smile. And no one comes even close to that beauty. I love her smile. And that's why I decided to protect her for as long as I live. And I'll make her happy, so she can always keep smiling. And strangely enough, this exchange only helped reaffirm my feelings for her. So this entire scene isn't to make Riku feel guilty, it's to reinforce his feelings for Amane. Got it. Why? I don't know. I felt like they had a pretty solid relationship before, but I guess they needed to reinforce it even more than they already have.
もしかして彼女がいるとか？彼女一筋？
Unless this scene will lead into people finding out that Amane and Riku are dating. But I don't see how. I wish I did, but unfortunately, no. I try to dodge the question.
ああ、やっぱり？
What is that? What do you mean by that?
やっぱりとか言うな。楓はデリカシーって言葉を知らないよね。はい？デリカシー？ああ、はいはい、デリカシー知ってる知ってる。こないだコンビニで売ってたの見た。そっか。今度見かけたら買っとくんだよ。
It seems like I'll have to deceive people in the future as well. So you've got Kaede the airhead, and then Chika the straight lace, and then you got Kurumi, which is the balanced package. So you got the perfect trifecta. So like, you know, never mind. I keep bringing it up. It's pointless to whine and complain about it now. I knew what I was getting into. Although the idea of eloping that Amane brought up flashes in my mind. But I have no intention of running away. Not like Amane would. That bitch. She's always running away and shit. Even never mind. Even during the confession, she ran away there too. I don't understand why she would feel that way though.
おはよう。おはようございます。
Oh, thank God. Other girls that have routes.
よーす。よすよす。おはよう。かぐやちゃん、おりえちゃん。
Hey.
何の話？夏休みに海に行った時のことだよ。ああ、あれですか。あの時は楽しかったわね。あ、そうだ。かぐやちゃんとおりえちゃんはどんな水着だったの？写真とかないの？
Well, Kaguya was wearing a one piece, just like Kurumi, and Orie was wearing a two piece, but she was also wearing a jacket over it until Kaguya and Kurumi forced it off of her. Amane was also wearing a two piece, and so was Noah, but both of them had frills. and Riku just had shorts.
あるある。いろいろあるよ。見たい見たい。
They all gather around Kohibari's phone. I feel a little relieved to see the topic shift away from me. It'd be bad if they got the idea to dig a little deeper into my love life. But then Kaguya stands in front of me.
おはよう、リク。
Hey,
結局夏休みはそんなに合わなかったけど、調子はどう？何か変わったことはない？
yeah, you know, getting my balls drained every day. Other than that, nothing out of the usual. Not really, no. Money and I are doing well.
そう。ならいいのだけれど。海の時、血を飲ませていることで、マナが増していたでしょ？
Yeah. He definitely gave her blood.
それについては、その後も変わりない？
None that we noticed. She hasn't transmigrated, and her mana hasn't gone out of control again.
そう。なら大丈夫そうね。リクの方も、うん。安定してるみたいだし。
But Noah said something that got me thinking. She told me that the concentration of mana around the house has been getting higher.
マナの濃度が？あ、それは、いや、でも。
What is it? Could it be dangerous?
いえ、そうじゃないわ。マナの濃度については、心当たりもあるといえば、あるのよ。
Is it the case of like Viz's and Diablo's mana are resonating with each other the more times they have sex or something? Until, I don't know, explosion. Really?
海で織江が言っていたと思うけど、吸血鬼は吸血によってマナを補充します。
And other bodily fluids.
そのため、自らのキャパシティを超えたマナを宿すこともありますが、あくまで一時的なものです。余剰したマナはゆっくりと体外に放出されますから、それに関して深刻になる必要はないと思います。つまり、マナの濃度が高まることに対して理屈をつけることは可能なのよ。
I see. So that's just Amane releasing the surplus of mana that she gets from me? That's not in the form of a question, dumbass. That she gets from me.
とはいえ、他の可能性もないわけじゃないんだけど、ゲートが開いたことで、あっちの世界からマナが流れ込んだ、なんて可能性も。
Oh, Noah said that wasn't it. She said it didn't feel like magic, and that it wasn't trying to get to me.
そう、魔法じゃないのなら、やっぱり、アマネが放出したマナというのが、一番妥当なんじゃないかしら。
So are you saying that Amane is releasing more mana than she should be? If she was just drinking Riku's blood every day? I hope that's the case.
何かあったら、いつでも相談してちょうだい。
Yeah, I will.
席についてください。出席を取りますよ。
All we have today is the opening ceremony. There's no classes, and we'll be dismissed before lunchtime.
こうしてみんなと再会できて嬉しいです。
I'm glad to see you again too, Fumika.
これから授業も再開されることになりますので、明日からまた頑張りましょう。
I wish I could have seen you in a swimsuit as well. I mean...
はーい。ということで、本日は解散。
Alright then. Since it was just the opening ceremony, I don't need to pack up anything.
リク、帰ろうか。
Yeah.
さてと、くるみ、どうした？あの子どこかで、思い出した。ごめん、先に行ってて。わかった。ねえ、前にも来てたよね。もしかして、今日も谷風くんに用事？はい、すみません。谷風先輩は、まだいらっしゃいますか？
You're not going to try to confess to him again, are you? That didn't work out last time, so don't try to do it again.
ちょっと待ってね。谷風くん、お客さんだよ。
Huh? Oh? I turn my gaze to the door and see Mikuni bow her head slightly.
彼女は確か、あまねの友達の。
Is something wrong with Amane? Did Amane transmigrate, but Kaguya didn't notice, or Noah didn't notice, or I don't know. Mikuni, yeah. It's not typical for her to bother coming to our classroom looking for me. The last time this happened was before summer break, and something happened then. Wait, does this mean?
すみません、突然。
It's all good. What's up? Is it about Amane?
はい。あ、でも今日は前みたいにひどいわけじゃないんですけど。
There's about 3 hours left in the route. If I had to guess, just thought I'd let you know if you're trying to pace things. I mean, if it was like an hour or two left in the route, I would probably finish it this stream. But if there's 3 hours left, then I'll probably end after this transition.
保健室で休んでいるわけでもないですし。
Well, that's good. But what happened?
前ほどじゃないんですけど、調子が悪そうなんです。少しめまいとかもあるみたいで。
Because here's the thing, right? 3 hours for me, 3 hours for the average VN reader is like 6. At the least.
このまま悪化するといけないなぁと。先輩が帰っちゃう前に念のため連絡しておいた方がいいかなと。
Alright. Thank you for coming.
いえ。
So, where is she? In her classroom?
はい、そうですね。
Okay, I'll go right there. Sorry, but can you go there first? I'll be ready in a minute. Thanks for coming to tell me.
いえ、そんな、それくらい当然のことですから。
Yeah, thank God you aren't here to confess to him again.
それじゃあ私は先にあまねちゃんのところに戻ってますから。
Yeah, thanks. I'll be there in a minute. I drop back to my desk as she runs down the hallway. I pretty much only have to pick my bag up, but still.
あまねちゃん、調子悪いの？
Sounds like it. She didn't show any signs this morning, though.
うん。特に異常は見受けられなかったね。
I'm worried about her, but it doesn't sound like she's transmigrating. Maybe it has nothing to do with the manor, and it's just her being sick. Thinking about it won't do anything. I need to go check on her.
そうだね。
心配だから私も行くよ。リク、ちょっといい？
Yeah?
さっき話していた子なんだけど。
Yeah, she, was the one who, attacked me.
何その話！私知らない！
Well, you didn't transmigrate then, so we didn't know you were part of the team. It was related to Diablo's powers. But yeah, she's the girl who was there when we met Kaguya. Yeah, you burnt her, except that she didn't actually die from getting burnt to death. It was only the possession that was getting exorcised.
ええ、それは覚えているんだけど。
どうかしたの？
Is it happening again?
いえ、そうじゃないのよ。そうではなくて。姫様？あの子、マナが多くない？言われてみると、はい。
ふむ。
I don't really know I don't really know much about matter or measuring it, but judging from Noah and Orie's reactions, it doesn't seem like Kaguya was mistaken.
と言っても、明らかな異常というわけではないんだけど。あの方の生まれ持った素養でしょうか。
ふむ。もしくは、以前に魔法で操られた時に何かしらの影響を受けたか。
Like an after effect?
それは少々大げさだと思うよ。
何か問題を感じてというわけじゃないわよ。意外なことだったから少し引っかかっただけ。
So...
とりあえずあまねちゃんのところ体調不良なんだよね。
Fuck.
バックログ画面だ。
とりあえずあまねちゃんのところに行った方がよくない？
Yeah.
そうね。ごめんなさい。
We can talk about Mikuni later. Amane comes first. Yeah, you bet she does. What?
あまねちゃん、平気？
But you know who also comes first? The end of this stream. Never mind. Thanks for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for chatting. If you enjoyed it, follow would be appreciated. If you want to support me further, you could always subscribe. You're about 30 to 40 minutes from what would be a cliffhanger to end the stream on. I mean, sure, but you know, would you really want me to end it on a cliffhanger? Either way, tomorrow I'm going to be playing more Amazing Grace, Angelic Chaos, wrong game. No, I wouldn't. That's why this is a good stopping point. See? And it perfectly lines up with when I normally end stream. But I'm going to be playing more Angelic Chaos and potentially ending Amane's route then. But until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye bye.